big old huge like video
and
screen.
you're like,
what's up, everybody? It's me, San Martin, and the crew that you need to know about today, and it's going to be live. You don't want to miss us. We get to talk about some beer.
Viognier
with my valet beer. Anyways, let's get the show started. We'll be right back. Right? We can start breakdancing here, guys. Okay, so guys, if you don't know what we do here, we actually really love to talk to people, not just drink wine. Just kidding. Why don't you guys go grab a glass real quick and then come back and have one with us. But needless to say, it is beautiful. It's downtown Prescott, Arizona, in this awesome place called Back Alley Wine Bar, hence the name Back Alley Wine Bar, where we like to go ahead and taste the finest wines and also talk about the beautiful place and beautiful people, businesses, and events. So with that being said, tell everybody who you are and what makes you famous, my co-host.
I'm Rochelle, and I just keep coming back, but we're also doing great things in the community, and I'm very excited to be here. Thanks, San Martin.
Gotta be like that. Anyways, we also have a special guest here today, and I actually put okay, so I don't know if you know this, but on your Facebook page right next door to it, it had the perfect subtitle. I know this is probably not your title of your business, so forgive me, Casa, but this was actually pretty cool. Anyway, tell everybody who you are, what makes you famous, and then show her what we put on for her name.
I got it up there. It is pretty divine.
My name is Mona Stevens, and I am the development director over at Yavapai CASA for Kids Foundation.
And then on the subtitle it says,
"Oh, that's because that's what I go by. That's my stage name for poetry." How did you find that?
It's on your Facebook page. Anyways, the best part about this is that we love to get to know some people in our community that is doing some big things, and she is doing some big things. But first, we like to go ahead and cheers because it is the 𝗏𝗏 Chronicles, hence also AKA known as the Wine Chronicles. So anyways.
And hump day. I mean, we're almost there. Halfway there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Cheers.
I don't think we've ever like actually called it hump day.
Because it is, though. We're just getting over the hump. Yeah.
Salud.
Wait, what about the
Oh,
voice?
yeah. Oh. You gotta swirl it. Oh, yeah. Mona is still working, hence she's not drinking. So, and you gotta twirl it, guys. I mean, like, sincerely, this is the reason why I do it. To aerate it, to go ahead and get the full flavors out and sniff it because it goes good with the taste after this.
Viognier. No, Viognier. Viognier.
And I mean, just for all your.
What did you call me?
Beyonce. Beyonce. Okay, so and if you're not a wine drinker out there, the 𝗏𝗏 Chronicles, Back Alley Wine Bar also serves some amazing beer, and we're drinking Viognier, and I'm drinking Valet beer. It's a local brewery, and Deep Sky is a local brewery as well, right? Arizona?
Yes, it is an Arizona wine, and this grape, I think, tastes delicious. I always think it's a sweeter one, but everybody tells me it's dry. I think it's just a good balance, actually.
Yeah, I think it's actually perfect for summer, and summer's coming like in hot. Really, it's coming in hot. But anyways, the reason why we are here today with Mona, tell everybody what's our goals today.
To talk about the hottest event coming up in June.
The whoop whoop.
Show everybody. I've got it up on the screen too.
Oh yeah. So it is our Champion for the Children, a Triple Crown Affair Gala. So it's Derby themed. So the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness, and the Belmont. We're actually going to be streaming the Belmont that day. And having a best dress contest. So if you don't know what people wear to the Kentucky Derby or the Preakness or the Belmont, it's like these extravagant hats. Men wear like blazers, but I also see them with like shorts on, and they're like all colorful bow ties, crazy hats for men too.
You have to learn how to bid your trifecta and root for the underdog and all the fun things.
So let's talk a little bit about what kind of events are inside of this event. I mean, I know that there's the actual Kentucky, not the Kentucky The Triple Crown actually going to be aired and
So
played?
yeah, so one of the races for the Triple Crown. So it's the Belmont race, or the Belmont Stakes is what it's called. It's going to be aired, and we're going to have some form of betting, but it's not betting. Wink, wink.
It's not betting.
But so we're going to have huge screens in 2 areas filming that, and you can pick the horse that you want to root for and bet on and win some money.
We should probably give out another word. Donate.
Yeah, donate on these horses.
Donate on these horses. That's what we're going to do. All proceeds that you donate will go to the CASA for Kids. And I mean, this is a big deal because CASA for Kids, just like last week, we had Pass On, and this is something that is really needed for our community because in some cases, one organization could only take so many, then another organization kind of like picks up the pieces, and so on and so on. So give everybody a little bit of a heads up of what CASA for Kids is all about, besides the wink, wink, pates.
So our main mission is to enrich the lives of current and former foster youth and also support the work of the CASA, which is not CASA for Kids. People get that confused. So CASA's, they advocate for children inside of the court system, and we make sure that those kids that are in the foster care system or are aging out of the foster care system have everything that they need to have a well-rounded adolescence, because foster kids are 2 times as likely as U.S. war veterans to suffer from PTSD. And we just want to make sure that these kids that have this traumatic experience, like just imagine being ripped from the only home that you knew, even if it was bad, and being thrown into another home. And those kids, on average, they're going to go to 3 different placements in their stay in foster care. So you're getting ripped from one home to another home, and all these people are telling you that they love you and they care about you, but the actions are saying no. So what we do is we make sure that everything else that they are worrying about, like where am I going to stay, that they don't need to worry about where are my clothes coming from. Can I join football if I really want to? Oh, can I go to prom? How am I going to get a driver's license? Where am I going to go meet my family to have these supervised visits to get back? So we provide all those kinds of things and then even help them beyond. So from 16 to 21 to transition into adulthood. So we help them get their careers set up, basically map what their future is going to look like. We mentor them. We teach them life skills, because if you're in the foster care system that long, you're usually in some type of institutionalized home where you're not learning how to cook because people are cooking for you. They don't trust you to cook. You're not even washing your own laundry. So we're teaching them all those skills and really smashing some of these terrible barriers to success that these kids aging out have. Like, for example, only 3% of them will go do anything after high school, like vote technical school or college. And in our program, Keys to Success, it's at 82% of the kids that go through that. They have some type of plan for their future. They're gainfully employed. They have a stable place to live. And then they still have us, because we'll still pick up the phone even once they're graduating.
Man,
Yeah.
I mean, in just listening to you right now, I know you have a lot of passion for it. So your job, your role, obviously is not the, what's that, poetic?
Oh,
say?
Poetically divine.
Poetically
Yeah,
divine.
yes.
I mean, right now, I felt like that was actually really honest, a poetic moment, because just talking about, you know, these children it's like, it's love for you. And I see that. And there's no reason why I think that you would be into the system without actually really wanting to make a difference. So now we talk a little bit about this event. How does this event make a difference for, you know, these kids?
So it's our biggest fundraiser of the year. And I like to emphasize the fun and fundraiser there. So we get people together, and everything from the ticket sales to what you bid on for auction items, what you do for raffles, what you donate that night, all of that goes back into our programs, which are 100% funded by donations. We're not like other organizations where we have government grants coming in to help us support these kids, because we want our funds to be unrestricted so we can help them in any way possible. Attending this event, not only can you have fun and get to mingle with some awesome people and have music and dance and drink and eat great food, but you're supporting these it's nearly 400 kids in foster care in Yavapai County that really don't have a lot of other people, and you're helping us feed the mission of what our founder 𝗵𝗲𝗺𝗺 wanted, and that's for every kid that's going through a hard time to know that there's people that love and care about them, even if they never know their names.
So the best part about it is that we actually were involved in last year's gala, which was a masquerade ball, and it was amazing. It was kind of funny because it actually ran into some of the rain day or thunderstorm or something like that, and the crew over at 𝗫𝗂𝗵𝗵 just like prearranged the whole deal, but it went off. I think it went really well. I mean, I know it went really well because you guys wouldn't be doing it again if it didn't raise that funds or that money.
And I've got the Facebook up right now. So this year it's June 11th from 1 to 5 at the Sam Hill Warehouse. Yes.
Yes.
And there's some great things happening there. Greg Mengarelli is MCing. Joe Booth Band is playing. You said streaming of the Belmont Steaks, Kentucky Derby, Preakness, and Belmont Steaks inspired food and drink. Ooh,
Wait, let's talk about that. I mean, is there actually something that we can talk about the food? Like
Yeah.
what okay, so what does that mean as far as the Kentucky Derby, Preakness, and Belmont Steaks inspired food
Okay.
and drink?
So those races are in different locations in the United States. And you all know when you go from one state to another, they all have their own unique flair and flavor when it comes to food. So we're taking food from New York, from Maryland, and from Kentucky and bringing it all in one little place. So for example, we're gonna have crabs and seafood and all that kind of stuff coming from the Maryland area. New York, the only thing I'm really remembering off of the menu list are like pretzels, but I know that there's other things, but pretzels are the one thing that
What
are
is it?
sticking out.
Sabrett's hot dogs is a big thing out there actually in New York.
Yeah, little things like that. And then we're having beef tenderloin, some fancy ragu thing. I don't even know what it is. Cheesecakes, and then other types of desserts as well. Mint juleps. Even our drinks are going to be inspired from these things. So like mint juleps, and that's the only one I can really think off the top of my head.
Mint
but
juleps?
yeah.
What's mint juleps?
If
Do we got a picture of mint juleps?
You have to have you muddle the mints in the
I
bottom.
don't know
of
what
a
muddle
mint.
means, man. You
Muddle?
have to muddle me all over these words.
See, you'll learn.
The heck? I have no clue. I want to be in on all of this. So how can anybody be a part of it? Like what do they have to do in order for it to be going down? It looks like we also have right on the bottom information that you can go ahead and email, and also go to their website in order for you to find out about all this information. But tell everybody what they have to do in order for them to be a part of this.
All right, so if you want to be a part of it, just to attend and just have fun, go to our website, Yavapai CASA for kids.org. As soon as you get to the website, a pop-up will pop up and you can click purchase your tickets right now. Tickets are $85 a person or $800 for a table of 10. And remember, that's covering your food and a small donation towards the foster youth. And then if you want to get involved but have some free tickets coming in, get some promotional swag stuff going with us, be inside of our program, or have your items or your services that you provide as a business or as a single person, consider being a sponsor or donating to our live auction, our raffle. We are still looking for raffle baskets, raffle prizes, prizes for games that people are going to be playing that night, and bigger auction items. But we also still have a lot of space for sponsors as well.
All right, so I'm going to tag Tomas right now because this morning he said he wanted to be a part of this. So,
Hey,
boom.
Tomas, gracias.
Come on, bring it in, Tomas. So I just tagged my buddy Tomas into the comments. I mean, I'm telling you this much. This is one of the funnest things that I went to last year. I mean, it was one of those things where I know 𝗍𝗃, she was just like, what am I going to wear? You know, and it went on forever. And at the
That's
time,
the fun part.
I don't know about you guys, but I don't know how much fun you guys have in that type of stuff. But me, I was like, I got this. So I just got me a nice little overcoat, man, and I was in.
So what would you be wearing this time? Because you have to go extravagant, big colors.
But it's also hot during the time, right? June 11th?
Yeah, that's why
Well, you have to wear heels. You have to wear a suit jacket. I'm sorry.
No,
But you can wear shorts. Just look it up. They are ridiculous what people wear to the Preakness and the Belmont.
I'm gonna have to look into it. I'm gonna see what happens. I mean, I mean, I guess we're gonna go into a fashion call right now. So I've been finding these new pants out there that are like really like elasticy, but they're also nice and like formal, and they keep the color in. And I'm like, yeah, I like those. So I'm really into that type of stuff. So
This is the kind of event that you go all out fashion. I mean, it really is. It makes it that much more fun.
there should be a let's see if we can go ahead and create a little walkway through it where we have to take pictures, red carpet scenario. I think it's going down. It's going down. You guys want to be a part of this? There's only one way to do it. It's by calling and liking these pages and letting us know, let everybody know that you're going to be there. But this is how we go into this actual segment part of it. You know, you got to change it up just a tad bit. We got to talk a little bit about the drinks.
Yes.
Okay, so drinking here at the back alley wine bar, there is no special time. Every time is special, especially when you're with your friends. See? And drinking wine is not a special occasion. From what I heard, it's whenever you feel like drinking wine. And so hence, that's the reason why we're doing it at 12. What time is it?
It's hump day.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
It's Wednesdays.
It's that day that we actually get together to find out more about what's happening here locally in the Prescott area. And that's what I really love about this, is because we get to find out about people and also sip on wine. And unfortunately, you're working today, but we will get, what do you call that? Rain check.
Yeah, definite rain check.
So let's tell everybody where this event is going to be held.
It's going to be at the Sand Hill Warehouse.
And if you don't know where that's at, how do you find that place?
Oh, they've been hosting everything. So you actually have to go down Granite off of Willis, I believe it is, down Granite, underneath of the bridge downtown, which is a beautiful place to stop and grab photos if you like that kind of thing. But you can drive past Founding Fathers and go under the bridge and just behind the building into the Sam Hill Warehouse. But they've really been doing the thing. They're supporting all of our local events in a great way. A lot of ways.
Nice. And so 𝗕𝗃𝗃𝗃 actually just joined in, and he says, who do we I can actually read, I promise you. Who do we contact? Right at the bottom is scrolling right now. You can go over there and donate. But you know what? I think you should actually be a sponsor, and it will get you a little bit more. So why don't you look into that before you actually put that money into us? But needless to say, we definitely would love to go ahead and have 𝗕𝗃𝗃𝗃.
Definitely. And on their website is a form to download for sponsors. And the reason I know is because I was able to acquire a sponsorship for $1,000 from one of our local homeowners.
Oh, nice.
So,
And we're going to be posting a video on that on the CASA for Kids, but also we'll share it over at the Prescott Times. This is going to be pretty cool. You guys are going to really want to be a part of this. It's for the kids. It's for the things that they don't have currently. And I think it's the support, you know, just having like that moment of like, oh my gosh, somebody does care. It could change a life. And I actually talked about it, I don't know, if it might have been with you or you guys in general, but there was one time when somebody says, you can be a leader. And I was like, I just took that one little phrase and I will never forget it. So shout out to Mrs. Martinez, the only person that I remember from high school besides the principal. And I won't say his name because he's still in the system, but at the same time, it was a good time because that really meant something to me.
but you nailed something, is that the things that these kids are suffering from, we have a lot of great local groups that really do support one another and support the kids at different stages through this process. But what they're suffering from is that abandonment, is the lack of feeling like they deserve anything and or drive. And because they're not necessarily held accountable, some of the families may be afraid to hold them accountable. Their actions may be not the greatest or questionable decision making, as is relative in going through any kind of a system. But to be able to come out the other end and have people that you remember that gave you that motivation is ultimately the goal. It's changing that one little life and giving them a path to success.
Yep. And I mean, it's kind of crazy. I always like to refer back to like a video meme or something to that effect, where there was a young child, and it was just a simple, like, you know, I'm going to give you some food, you know, and all of a sudden they fast forward, you know, to where this young child was an actual doctor. And now the doctor was like, you know, trying to pay it forward, I guess, throughout his whole life. And he come to find out he helps this old man. And it is the same man that actually helped him out when he was younger. And it was like a thought process of, you know what, this is how life is supposed to be. So, you know what, just go out there and be a good person and do good things, and things will actually, you know, come back around.
Well, again, to that, people always wonder, what can I do, right? And there are a lot of local support and community leaders, much like yourself and CASA and some of the other local children's groups, that you making a difference is so easy. Being a participant is so easy. As soon as you pick up the phone, somebody will give you an avenue to doing that.
Yeah. Whether you want to donate your money, your time.
I just did the Prescott Area Shelter Services tea this last weekend and volunteered just to watch everybody. And I do see people come in and they're like, oh, this is so bougie. And it's like, yes, but giving people a place to go to celebrate the triumphs of the hard work they're doing to support the community is really that validation. It's not because somebody's going to walk around and say you're such a great person. It's because you're going to go and you're going to celebrate the moments that you took the time to give back. So I think sometimes it's a perspective shift. Like, people are like, oh, you're spending the money on an event. Well, no, we're actually celebrating the people that are spending the money on us.
Yeah.
It's a big deal. It's a very big deal. But this is the pot where we go ahead and talk a little bit about Back Alley Wine Bar here in downtown Prescott, Arizona. It's right here, downtown Prescott, Arizona, in the alleyway of the famous Whiskey Row. And if you haven't been here, you should definitely check it out. It's one of those most casual spaces. And once again, I kind of had a text that, what's the name of this? Say this again. Beyonce.
Yes.
But anyways, we'll call it the valet of bar beer that you can get right here at the Back Alley Wine Bar. And they have a great selection of Arizona wines, and it's literally a great ambiance. So come on down, check it out. Opens up at 2 o'clock until you're done drinking. Until they tell you you're done drinking first, if that's how far you need to go. But we hope that doesn't go like that. But anyways, come out, enjoy this as a full week of entertainment and just fun here. When we actually just got here, some guy came in with his guitar, and he was like, it's not time yet. He goes, oh, I'll be back. So you don't know what's going to happen here at the Bob, and you just definitely want to come out and check it out. And also, there's some nights that you really dig.
Yeah, I love the open mic night. I love the when you get a charcuterie platter. Sometimes you get a charcuterie platter. They have
charcuterie again.
Charcuterie. And they also give you discounts on bottles on certain nights as well. So it's always a good time. Definitely, anytime you like, come check it out. And it's fairly fun. It's family friendly. Now I can't.
Finally. It's the F's, man. It's the F's around here, and it's also the fuzz out there in the cotton. Oh my gosh!
Oh, the cotton.
Yeah. Okay. So if you guys don't know, it actually snows in May, June, and it's because our cottonwoods are just like, oh, it's time to go ahead and bloom. And so next thing you know, you'll go outside, and in some places like parks, it would just be all nothing but white. You're just like, what in the world?
I was not sure if it was ash or cotton for a few days, but it definitely was the cotton. Unfortunately, the ashes subsided.
Yeah.
So we're
it's like, I think I have a piece of my eye.
Oh boy.
Okay, so once again, tell everybody how to get a hold of you, where to find you, and what else?
Yeah, and tickets are selling fast, right? So people need to go ahead and get on board with buying their tickets at Yavapai CASA for kids.org/Annual Gala.
Yeah,
and
but if you just go to the regular website, there's pop-ups all over. You just click
in my eye now too.
You guys gotta drink somewhere to see that.
I know, right? June 11th, 2022. It's going down at the Sam Hill Warehouse right here downtown Prescott, Arizona, right behind the Hilton. And it's going to be one of those special events that you definitely want to be a part of. Last year was a fun time, and I think it's going to be great because we got former Mayor Greg Mengarelli going to be doing the MCing. So we go ahead and have some fun with him. Hopefully we could get him to sell some things. So also, if you want to donate or sponsor, get a hold of them now because they're going to have some of those baskets. We did it last year. I think 𝗍𝗃 over at the Desert Rose ended up giving up a lot of stuff. I was like, dang, that's kind of crazy. But it was actually a good time. So needless to say, they got it for a good deal. Just saying.
But those trades and those in-kind donations are just as valuable as cash donations. So I mean, please, jump in, participate.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of the cash donations thing, though, Yavapai CASA for Kids Foundation is a tax credit organization. We're the only charitable foster care or QFCO, whatever that stands for.
So you've got a 501c3, they can get that receipt.
So it's not only federally tax deductible, but if you owe the state of Arizona money, they'll match that dollar for dollar. Like they'll say, oh, if you owe $1,000 to the state and you give $1,000 to us, Arizona's like, okay, we're good.
Yeah, it's
like
double down.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
So all those, if you,
It's a win.
Double down for the horse races.
Yeah. So you obviously go ahead and pay off your debt, but you also give back to a great organization. With that being said, I'm out of here. If you guys want to go ahead and catch more of our shows, you can go back on demand anytime that you want and just type in 𝐵𝐴WB Chronicles. And we'll go ahead and just show you a couple. Oh, look at somebody just
Like,
texted me right
subscribe, and join us next week for sure.
Mhm.
Looking forward to it.
now. Oh, did you guys know we're on LinkedIn now?
LinkedIn.
What's
LinkedIn.
up? LinkedIn or LinkedIn?
We're doing the dang thing. All of the things.
With that being said, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us.